Another ticket will be punched to the women's AfroBasket today as Mozambique and Angola are set to do battle for the second and final game in zone number 6. Hello, everybody. This is Aaron Sanders. Hope you've been able to enjoy the coverage of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket qualifiers over the last couple of days. It will continue with more Zone 5 action tomorrow up until Saturday. But for Zone 6, it is the end of the road for one team, and the other will go to the AfroBasket. Mozambique shocked the fans here in Angola yesterday 50-44 by defeating the home team as they were led big time by Vilma Kovan, who had a double-double. Angola, they had a strong run near the end of the game. Well, strong start as well, but they were not able to come back and take game one. They are in a proverbial hole as we speak. A win for Mozambique guarantees them a spot in the AfroBasket. However, the only way Angola could come back and go to the AfroBasket themselves is if they win by 7 or more points. It goes off of the tiebreaker, so if Angola wins by less than 7 points, that's the end of the road for them. So Mozambique, they already have one foot in the door, so to speak, when it comes to going to the big show. But they have to hold off an Angola team that is looking to bounce back with a vengeance. And with the home crowd on their side, it's usually difficult to do that in 2 straight games. We'll see what unfolds here in just a couple of minutes. This is Zone 6 action between Mozambique and Angola, the final game in the zone. This is the FIBA Women's AfroBasket Qualifiers. As we're almost set to go for the opening tip, let's take a look at the starting lineups for Angola. They're going to start with Italy Lucas, who is a little bit ice cold in scoring yesterday, along with Isabel Fernando, Sarah Caetano, Avelina Peso, and Cristina Marquit. Mozambique will start with Silvia Veloso, who had the hot hand to start the second half, along with Ingvild Mukaro, Carla Covain, Vilma Covain. And that's who we have for the starting 5. Remember, the winner of this one, with a lot of situations, will go to the AfroBasket. If Mozambique wins, they will sweep Angola to go to the AfroBasket. But if Angola wins by more than 7, they will go to the AfroBasket. And it is showtime as Angola wins the tip. cut all the way for Italy. Lucas, as we are set to go. First touch for Mozambique. Up top, and traveling is called. Ingvil Mukaro took too many steps. It almost looks like she took her defender off the dribble. Back in the live action. Action down to the low post. Now it's out to the free throw line. Catch and shoot. That's good. And Angola gets the ball rolling in the first minute of play. And that is good for them because they need to get to a hot start. Avelina Peso able to get it down. Pass intended for Mukaro, and it's picked off. And it's a runaway, 4-0 Angola. Sarah Catano, one of the top scorers yesterday. Vilma Kovan up top as he swings it down low, and another turnover. That's 3 in a row for Mozambique. Lucas outside. Got it. Italy, Lucas, and Angola is on a tear. 7-0 as we get our first timeout. Mozambique will have the ball, and they'll have a lot of questions that they must answer on the other side of the break. Earlier, I mentioned the scenario in order to make the AfroBasket in Zone 6 when there's only 2 teams. Angola needing to win by 7 or more points. And believe it or not, they are up by 7 in the first 90 seconds of this game. Italy Lucas, Sarah Catano, and Avelina Peso responsible for the 7. Mozambique calling the timeout, and they'll have to respond right away, and they do as they jet along the other side of the floor. Carla Covain has it up top, try to swing it to Veloso, and kickball is called. It will stay with Mozambique. Good screen from Carla Covain. That is turnover number 4. Angola has cashed in on every turnover from Mozambique so far. And a charge gives the ball back to Mozambique. Avelina Peso on her foul. Covain dishes it to Mukaro underneath. Two fouls already for Angola as Mozambique looking to respond underneath. Here's the throw in from Veloso. Nice fake and fire from Koza, and she's unable to get it there, but it's picked right up by Mukaro again. And same result as Koza is unable to make it from outside. Third chance, Mukaro retreats to the corner and dishes it into one of the bigs. And Koza has it again. This time it goes. 3 offensive rebounds for Mozambique, and it ends up with a 3 ball. Here's the move from Fernando. A rebound by Carla Covan. Veloso on the bullet pass, back to Carla. She's unable to finish. Angola with the tempo in the first 3 minutes of this one. Mozambique shot just under 30% yesterday. Angola under 20. Here is Nilsa Chizan, one of the centers for Mozambique, as she feeds it back up to Kosa. And she's unable to drain it from right at the center. Dribble drive, right side. Outside chance, Fernando. Air ball. Carla Covan tried to get her fingers on it, but unable to win that battle. Third chance for Angola, and they're going to the line for the first time. Christina Mataquit on the offensive rebound. First free throw up and in. Mataquit preparing for her second free throw. She was 1 for 4 at the line, and in results, she only had 1 point, picked up 5 rebounds, missed the second one. It is 8-3 Angola. Only player that did not play for Angola yesterday, Cristiana Correa. From downtown, too, they were 6 of 37. Will they give continuation? They will, as Angola breaks the 10-point mark. It is Mataquit again, as she was able to put the moves on Carla Covan. Angola ended up 69% from free throw territory in the opening Zone 6 matchup. We played exactly 4 minutes in the first, and Mataquit completes the three-point play. Both teams with 2 fouls. Angola makes some changes. Nadir Manuel checking in. Manuel got into foul trouble before the half yesterday. She ended up with 7 rebounds and 3 points. The ball is in the hands of Veloso, who's able to pass it to the far side. Chizan gets the screen. Bucaro trying to break free. She's at the elbow. Fakes, fires, doesn't score. She was able to be aware of the shot clock as Angola goes for another trip back down. Bullet pass and unable to finish. We have seen a handful of those from Italy Lucas yesterday. They're able to retain possession. The move, the drive, the finish. Doesn't get any prettier than that as the left side was wide open. An excellent job from Italy Lucas exposing the weak side of Mozambique. Annabella Cosa, the only one guarding Italy Lucas, but she gave up too much of her right side to drive right to the 10. 13-3 is the score. Angola ahead as Carla Covan has a seat. And she turned the ball over off the offensive foul. Isabel Fernando was able to draw the foul. Halfway into the first, Angola with the lead. They need to win and win by 7 or more points to punch their ticket into the AfroBasket. And Angola turns the ball over as Manuel stepped on the line. All Mozambique has to do is come back from this 10-point deficit and hold on for the win. and they will head to the AfroBasket. Second and final game in Zone 6. We'll continue coverage with more Zone 5 action later on in the week. Vilma Kovan into the game, pumps, fires, and gets fouled. Speaking of those Zone 5 games, as Vilma Kovan prepares to shoot two, we'll have a look at them right now. Earlier today, South Sudan took care of business against Kenya 86-69. So far, we are at halftime between Uganda and Egypt. Egypt with the slimmest of all possible leads in the break, 33-32. Second free throw off the mark. Should be pointed out too, Uganda and South Sudan undefeated along with Egypt in Group 5 play. Three ball, the other end doesn't go. Vilma Kovan was fighting for the ball. That results into a tie-up. And somebody got hit in the face. And it's Nadir Manuel. And she's still on the ground as the medical staff tends to her. And she has an ice pack on her head, and she will head off the court. Again in Group A play, Uganda, South Sudan, and Egypt undefeated. Egypt 1-0 as they lead 33-32 at halftime again. Koza spins to the lane and hits it hard off the glass. Four minutes to go, first quarter. Angola scored the first 7 points to get things up and going for them. Veloso, top side. Two passes later. It goes deep into the lane, and it's picked off. It's back to Lucas. Lucas with the shovel pass underneath, left elbow. They kick it right back up top. Screen. A nice screen. Shot from top of the key. That's short. It's picked up by Eleuterio Havangwen. Koza to the hole. And Mozambique's doing a good job going to the lane, but they haven't been able to finish their baskets. Reset, 26 to go, wide open look for Chelsea Raphael. She's unable to hit. Another screen far side, which leads to a Lucas triple. In Italy, Lucas really heating up from three-point land. A 12-point Angola lead. Vilma looking for the backdoor pass to Veloso, and it was cut off. And the one and only mop guy makes his first appearance into the game. A FIBA Africa staple. Long shot doesn't go. Vilma unable to pick it up. But it will stay with Mozambique. Another foul and no basket. That was before the shot. More changes for Angola as Domilda Luzati checks in. She didn't have any action on the floor yesterday until late in the third quarter. Comfortable lead so far for Angola. We see Havangwain at the line. Havangwain played under 8 minutes yesterday. Ended up with 3 points on just her only attempt from the field. She makes the second to make it 16-6. Here's the move from Fernando. Back to the corner. 3-ball. Got it. Luzotti. And Mozambique hasn't had an answer at the corner in the last few minutes. Juke drive, no score. We just saw on the replay Luzotti with a nice curl from across the basket. We have 2 minutes to go here in the first. Cut drive and another score. This time Isabel Fernando gets on the board. A runaway game for Angola so far. They're up by 15. .141 to go. If you're wondering how well Angola is shooting, they're shooting 50% overall, 45% from outside. Mozambique, they're shooting under 10%. They've only made a field goal. All the other points have come from the line. A huge contrast to yesterday. First free throw up and in, Havangwain. And for comparison's sake, Mozambique shot just under 30% from the field yesterday, 35% from three-point land. Both free throws are good for Eleuterio Havangwain. Luzotti in trouble, goes deep. Shot up and no good, but contact was made with 1:26 to go. That will put both teams over the limit. Vilmakovan on the foul. First free throw, good as gold for Christina Matakwit. Misses the second. She has 5 off a 3 of 4 at the line. Havangwain able to pick it up far side. Ingvild Mukaro, one of the top scorers yesterday. Able to give the ball up. Drive, right-handed layup, no good for Chizan. Hot start for Angola, cold start for Mozambique. Angola started this game on a 7-0 run in the first minute of play. Punctuated by an Italy Lucas 3. She leads scoring with 8. She is on the bench. Five on the shot clock for Mozambique. Now the officials head to the scores table, and it's going to go to Angola. So they'll have a fresh 24 as we march on to the final minute of play. In rebounds, both teams have 11. Mozambique has captured 6 of them from the O-boards. Long shot doesn't fall. And there was a foul on that play instead of a tie-out. Cecilia Enriquez with the foul. Mataquit getting comfortable at the line as she knocks down both. It is 24-8. Luzzati on the foul. First one good for Annabella Causa. Second one up and in. By the end of the first quarter yesterday, the score was 10-9 in favor of Angola. They have busted open the doors early in this one, and they lead by 14. Half a minute to play. Domingo Luzzati swings it over. Lucas fakes. Gets another one in. Goes deep. Luzzati misses the reverse. Play of the day material just thwarted away. Nice fake and fire and score from Stefania Chizan. And that's what Mozambique needs to do to get back in the game. No worries about the threes. Just get close to the basket and score in the fastest time possible. Shot clock dead. Down to three. The fling and the foul. And Isabel Fernando will shoot two to round up the first quarter. .2 seconds, enough time for Mozambique to get a pass inbounds and go for a chuck. First free throw, no good for Fernando. Here comes the second, that's good. 25-12 in the final 2 seconds of the first. Shot does not get off in time, and an adventurous first quarter for Angola. A 7-0 run in the first minute, and they lead by 13. Second quarter coming up in the FIBA Women's AfroBasket Qualifiers. Angola met business right at the opening tip. They lead 25-12 as we are set to begin the second quarter. I'm Aaron Sanders on the call for the final game of Zone 6 in the FIBA Women's AfroBasket Qualifiers. Again, the situation with a Mozambique win, they punch their ticket to the AfroBasket. If Angola wins by more than 7, and believe me, they're doing that for the most part, they will go to the AfroBasket. If they win by less than 7, it is all over for the home team. And they've been led by Italy Lucas, who had 8, Christina Mataquit, who scored 5 of her 7 points at the line. Mozambique had a slow time getting to the bucket, but they're trying to catch up. Annabella Causa leading the way with 5 for them. That shot is denied. Here's the shot. No good, and Enriquez did a good job boxing out. A cut to the lane as it's sent off for Vilma Covan, and it's up top to Havangwe, who drives it in herself, and she's met by contact. Mataquit on the foul. Mataquit's second. Mozambique 7 of 8 at the line. There was a time in the first quarter where they have scored more points at the line than they have in the field goal range. And the first one is good. Vongwain has played more than 5 minutes in the game. And she is now 5 of 6 at the line. Made her first 5. Havangwe tries to answer back from outside. Misses it. Second chance at the line for Mozambique. Angola had a red-hot start in the first quarter, but in the first minute of play in the second, they pick up 2 quick fouls. And it looks like that's going to go on Mataquit again. That will bring it up to her 3rd foul. There are tournaments all year round in FIBA, and you can catch most of them on the FIBA YouTube channel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to FIBA to get all the latest from the greatest in international basketball today. Angola 25, Mozambique 14. We have played a minute in the second. Stefania Chizan with both free throws made. Foul in the corner. Quick inbound, Fernando. She is down to 7. Nice spin move. She double pumps and doesn't get it to fall. 2-on-1, Mozambique. Huge rejection. This time, Evelina Peso is able to meet Chizan at the rim. On the spin, Havangwe with the rock. And the 3rd team foul on Angola. And Havagwan will retreat to the line. But it looks like it's going to be a set play ran instead. Loose ball tied up. And it's won by Angola thanks to Italy Lucas. She's able to get the no-look pass on the far side. Nice juke drive and score. A huge bucket for Peso. She's able to get the block on the other end. And is able to get 2 points for her troubles. A 13-point Angola lead. Chizan in trouble, and that's a turnover. Angola putting the pressure on in the mid-range to force a shot clock violation. Engville Mukaro and Silvia Veloso checking in for Mozambique. They replace Enrique and Havangwa. Catch and shoot, in and out. Ball last touched by Vilma Kovan before it went out of bounds. And Carla Kovan checks back in. So Lucas will toss the ball in. 7:38 remaining until the half. Another catch and shoot three. That is off the mark. And another chance for Angola. This is their third chance. Luzotti streaks. Lucas on the fake, dishes it out. Three ball on the way, no dice. Chizam with the board. Basket won't count. Oh, an amazing effort after the whistle. Checking the out-of-town scores, and Zone 5 again, South Sudan over Kenya, 86-69. In the third quarter, Egypt leading Uganda 40-32. Both of those teams with a 1-0 record. Here it's 27-14 Angola. 3 minutes have gone by in the second. Veloso going for the pass to Carla. She's able to pick up her dribble, spins around, flings it up, and draws a foul. She was met by the double team, which was started by Peso. They give the foul to Nadir Manuel. That is Manuel's third foul. Madaquit and Manuel, 3 apiece. And that is huge for Angola. Their bigs getting into foul trouble again. Manuel, she was in foul trouble at the end of the first quarter yesterday. Hold the phone, a little bit of a violation after the second free throw. They count the free throw. It is a 10-point lead for Angola. And we'll take a break. Angola with the lead, and they're being led by Italy Lucas and Cristina Madaquit, who in total has scored 15 of their 27 points. Game stats as we approach the 7-minute mark in the second quarter. Angola shooting 37.5%. Mozambique still having a tough time at the field, 12.5%. Most of their points have come from the line. Mozambique a +3 over Angola at the boards, 18-15. 9 of those rebounds split between offensive and defensive rebounds. Angola with the edge in assists, 7-2. And points in the paint as well, 10-2. 9 points from the bench for Mozambique. And it's been all Angola since the opening tip. A little bit of a stumble, but it's picked up. Fernando outside, Lucas going behind the back. And it was stripped by Mukaro. So far in the second quarter, Mozambique outscoring Angola 5-2. Quick shot with the shot clock buzzer going off. That hits rim. Second chance is a no-go. And it's followed up with a third try. And it's smothered and picked up by Mukaro. Annabella Koza almost had to go all the way to the out-of-bound line to pick it up. Carla lost it, but Veloso able to get it back for her. Mukaro fakes, fires, but doesn't hit. Lucas near the sideline. She is fouled by Chazan. Some of the fans wanted an unsportsmanlike foul. Yeah, they won't get it. It was a common foul on Stefania Chizan. Mozambique trying to chip away at this lead. They were down by as much as 13. Then on the shot clock, lightning quick crossover dribble, and it will stay with Angola. Paulo Macedo, the head coach of Angola, looking on. Chizon heads to the bench. An easy pass, an easy crossover, and a beautiful finish. All it takes is Illy Lucas to get that separation. She was able to get it off the crossover as she drains it from the left elbow. She is now in double-digit scoring figures with 10. But Havangwain asking for the ball. Will she get it with 5? No, she won't. It's out to Carla Covain. Steps into the paint. Flings it away, and she is fouled before the horn. Matter of fact, it is not a foul. She was called for traveling before the shot clock expired. A lot of paint presence for Angola defensively today. Lightning quick crossover dribble, and another beautiful finish. Look at that. Silvia Veloso was left in the dust as the bucket goes down. Sarah Catano. Haven't said her name much here in the game yet. One of the largest leads for Angola right now with 4:35 remaining, and, well, the crowd could tell you the story. Italy Lucas on the foul as Mukaro hits the first. And she immediately puts the second one up, and it goes in. Envil Mukaro. Getting her first 2 points of the game. We're down to 6 on the shot clock. Lucas from deep. And the place would have erupted had she would have made that. Mukaro not wasting any time. Gets the extra kick out. Wide open look. Got it. Too easy for Silvia Veloso. That was her hot spot yesterday. Right near the left wing. 8 on the shot clock. Lucas swings it down low. And Mozambique will get it back off the travel. Avelina Peso took too many steps. Carla Covain holding her own. from Luanda, the final game of Zone 6 play in the women's AfroBasket qualifiers. The winner of this will play in the AfroBasket. Basket will count in the foul. If Mozambique could come back and win this game, they are in the AfroBasket. If Angola wins by 7 or more points, they will go to the AfroBasket. Ingvil Mukaro able to get the bucket. Mukaro 2 of 2 at the line. 2 rebounds, total of 4 points in 13 minutes of action. We see Angelina Joel checking in for Italy Lucas. Well-deserved rest for Lucas as she went 4 of 10 from the field, a total of 10 points in 16 minutes of action, picked up 5 rebounds. Free throw up and in, and we will take a timeout. Angola leads by 7 with 3:22 remaining until halftime.
Sala sair, ver aqui, ou então continuar. O que é que faz? Logo chegar porque na bola, vai. Bloqueias e vais para o lado contrário, deixa-lo atacar. Pessoal, temos que defender, então ela penetra aqui, ô Cristiano, vai lá dentro, pessoal. Já estamos a recuperar mal defensivamente. Chegamos todas aqui, depois procuramos. Não há lançamento sozinha. Confiança.
Angola trying to close the first half on a strong note, but so far, Mozambique has been outscoring them 13-6 in this quarter alone. Largest lead for Angola has been 16. That has been sliced to 6. Mozambique making a case and trying to do all they can to make sure they head to the AfroBasket. They won by 6 against Angola yesterday. And even if the game ended here, Mozambique would still go to the AfroBasket. And they're able to strip it away. It's Ingvil Mukaro all alone. And she goes too strong on the layup. Loose ball, and we'll have the arrow. Mozambique lucky enough to get the possession. They're still out rebounding Angola by 2. At the corner, Koza, we saw that earlier in the first quarter, but she's not able to get the same result earlier in the game. Coast to coast, and that's taken back. Carla Covain right behind. She didn't need her. Mozambique in the bonus for the rest of the half. It is just a 2-possession game now. Mozambique shooting 88% at the line. Angola 66. Mukaro going for her first. Misses. And a smart move from Mukaro. She got most of the Angola players off of their feet, off of that little fake, as she was about to release the ball. So she gets a third chance at a shot, and she gets it in. (31-26), 2:37 left. Cut and dry. And we'll have more free throws. You're tuning in to Zone 6 play, the second and final match in the zone, and the FIBA Women's AfroBasket Qualifiers from Luanda. Huge situation for Angola. They must win this game by 7 or more points to go to the AfroBasket. Anything short of that, along with the Mozambique win, will end the line for them. They now lead by 6. Veloso taking her time, passing the timeline. Lucaro wide open. Instead, Vilma Covain comes up for the pick, and Veloso rolls with it. And she will shoot two. Misses a second. She goes 1 for 2, and they swing it right back up top. Havangwan open as she returns to the floor. She has the rock. Dishes right into the right. And we will see what happens here with 2 minutes to go. And one of the Angola players hitting the deck. Earlier we saw one player go down, and Nadir Manuel got hit in the face. That was earlier. And that is the second time we have seen somebody get hit in the face. I cannot see who received it. Well, either way, Angola will be a player short for this next trip up the floor. Luzotti looking for the pass in deep, and it's taken away by Chizan. Underneath, Vilma Kovan, and it's now a 3-point game. Mozambique smelling blood in the water. They were down by 16, now they're down by a single possession. Fernando with a bullet pass. Lucas looking ahead, she's down to 7, that's a long 2, that rattles out. Will Mozambique go for the tie or cut it to 1? We will see with Veloso with velocity, and she's unable to hit. 70 seconds remaining until halftime. Luzotti pacing herself. Luzotti trying to cut in. As she turns the ball over. And we'll get back to more basketball after this timeout. Angola 32, Mozambique 29. Mozambique at the doorstep of making a comeback to wrap up the first half. They are down 32-29. They have trailed most of the way, down by as much as 16. It's a cross-court pass. This to cut it to 1. And a lot of red shirts underneath the paint. And that was a much-needed trip for Angola. Pump-up 3. Chelsea Raphael was bumped in the back, so they will get the ball with 21 seconds to go. Huge trip for Mozambique. They're going to use up all the clock. Get the final shot of the half. Outside, Chizan for the tie. Off the mark, and that will do it for the half. Whew. It was getting pretty intense in the final couple of minutes. Mozambique with the quarter of the day, 17-7 over Angola. They are down 32-29. Oh, hold the phone. It looks like there was a foul at the horn. What a huge decision and a huge play. Mozambique still getting a huge chance. Looks like they're going to put a second back on the clock. And they'll have to run it manually on what it looks like. Again, it does look like Mozambique is going to go to the line. There hasn't been a point scored since the 2-minute mark in the second where Vilma Covain was able to hit a jumper. The scores table trying to resolve the scoring and clock. That's the story right now. It is still 32-29. Angola ahead for the most part. Last we checked, there was a foul at the buzzer. And while they resolve that, let's take a look at the leading scorers. Mozambique, well-balanced scoring, but it's Eleuterio Havangwan who leads with 6. Angola is led by Italy Lucas, who has 10 and played nearly 18 minutes. Mozambique shooting nearly 22% from the field and from three-point land, 80% at the line. Angola shooting 37 from the field, 44 from outside, and 63 from the charity stripe. They're still trying to resolve the clock situation. It appears there has been a foul at the horn, which we saw one of the Mozambique players go to the line. A lot of people thought, well, that was the half. That may not be the case. A very tough situation to be a part of. Angola went back to their side of the court. Mozambique in the backcourt. Again, for the delay, it's because there was a foul at the buzzer, and they're trying to fix the clock situation. We have 32-29, Angola with the lead. Let's move on to the Zone 5 scores right now in the women's AfroBasket qualifiers. South Sudan defeating Kenya 86-69 in the fourth quarter. Egypt edging Uganda 50-49. Those two teams won their first game in Zone 5 qualifying matchups. Let's take a look at the replays as they try to resolve the situation. There is some confusion as to what's going to happen, and they ran the clock out again. That's not going to stop these fans at all. They have been electric since yesterday. And if the stipulations weren't big enough, gives the players a chance just to cool off a little bit just before halftime. Yesterday, Mozambique edged Angola 50-44, and now we are at the situation where Angola is playing catch-up. But if they win this game, they must win it by 7 or more to go to the AfroBasket. Anything short of that, Mozambique has an easy ticket. They're going to leave 1 second on the shot clock. Either way, Mozambique, they're going to have a chance to cut this to 1 as we head into break, as Veloso makes the first one. Big situation, even though we have 20 more minutes of basketball. Both of them goes down. It is a 1-point game. Sylvia Veloso staying composed. That'll do it for the half. So it is the slimmest of all possible leads for Angola after leading by as much as 16. They are ahead 32-31 at halftime. We will be back for the second half in less than 15 minutes. This is Aaron Sanders. You're watching the second and final day of Zone 6 competition at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket Qualifiers. Well, it was a red-hot start for Angola to get this game going. They led at the end of one by the score of 25-12. But they have seen a lead that was up by 16 at one point nearly disappear, with Mozambique waking up in the second. And now it is a 32-31 lead for Angola. Welcome back to Luanda. This is Aaron Sanders for the FIBA Women's AfroBasket Qualifiers, the final day of Zone 6 action. Again, the situation is this. With Mozambique winning by 6 against Angola yesterday, Angola must win by more than 7 points. Anything short of that, then their AfroBasket run is over. And then, of course, if Mozambique wins, they punch their ticket into the promised land as well. And Mozambique being led by two players that bring them back, Eleuteria Havongwain and Sylvia Veloso, who has 6 points each. Angola starts the third quarter with the ball. Italy Lucas back on the floor. She's the leading scorer with 10 points and 7 rebounds. They need her presence more than ever. And there she is, corner three. And that is similar to the way she started her game, in which pretty much became the huge difference in the 7-0 run they had to start it off. Ball nearly stripped away. Here's Macaro from deep, unable to get it. Picked up by Chizan. Chizan feeding it to Macaro, who slices in from the left, looking for the entry pass, but one pass too many, but they're able to get the ball back. Wide open look. That doesn't go either. Another chance, doesn't go. Underneath, shot doesn't go for Macaro. And the battle of the boards continue, and it's won by Angola. A lot of rebounds given up by Angola by way of the offensive rebounds. They were able to bring it up to the other end of the floor until now. Italy Lucas not happy on the last possession. Third quarter in the AfroBasket Women's Qualifiers. And first bucket goes. Second free throw good for Ingvild Macaro. One of the top scorers for Mozambique yesterday. A 2-point game as Macaro able to pick up her 7th point. Fernando up and under. Will that count? It does. It's been a while since we've seen a cut to the basket result into a bucket, but she was able to take the hip check from Annabella Causa, and she got continuation. She'll head to the line. And the and one doesn't go, and a whistle on the fall back down, and that's on Angola. So Mozambique will get the ball. They are down by 4. Still a close game. Veloso trying to break free, but Macaro keeps the ball. 10 on the shot clock. It's underneath the Vilma Cove. Fakes once and is able to get Angola off the fake. Mozambique at 1 point in the first quarter scored more at the line than they did inside. That still remains the case as they have scored 22 of their 34 points on free throws. Lucas back up top, spin move, the fake, and it's stripped. Wonderful play from Macaro. And a beautiful crossover. That doesn't work out. And that's a foul. Jizan on the foul. That will be her third personal. So her, Carla Kovan, and Havangwen has 3 each. Fernando against Veloso. Lucas able to get the screen. Nice pick and roll. It's back at far side. They try to get close to it. They're able to pick it up. Wide open look for 3. And here is Mukaro again. Mukaro on the dish. She gets the assist with Kovan able to get the deuce. And the lead has been cut to 1. Same situation that we were in halftime. The great defense of Mozambique. No match for that running jumper from Italy, Lucas. Lucas now with 13. Veloso. And Macaro puts her head down and unable to get the layup. Veloso tried to fight for the rebound, but nothing there. 2-on-1 Mozambique. Lucas, the 3. Got it! Italy Lucas. From beyond the arc, making it rain. And a timeout from Mozambique. They were anticipating that Lucas was going to take it all the way, but instead she was able to regather her footing right behind the line to drill it. Angola with a hot hand to start the third quarter. 10-5 in the quarter, 42-36 in the game. We played almost 4 minutes in the third. Mozambique cut their deficit to 1 at 2 times before the half and before the huge run from Angola, courtesy of Italy Lucas. She has 18 points, just knocked her 4th triple. And the Boo Birds are out every time Mozambique gets the ball. Jazan able to get it from the sideline. It's Mukaro on the fake, on the drive, was looking for Vilma Kovan. Before that was tapped out of bounds. "14 seconds on the 24. Havongwain able to swing it outside and get it back. An air ball. Mozambique started in a 1-3-1 defense. They're back into it. Lucas behind the back and drills it. Italy Lucas, just a firecracker here in the third. Jazan trying to respond to the call, and she can't. But the follow-up is good. That is Vilma Kovan, who was able to connect on her 8th point of the game. So with 4:39 remaining, Angola has the ball and the lead. They are ahead by 6. A little bit of trip at the top side, but it did not matter as Isabel Fernando is able to cut in easily. Inside, Mukaro, tough shot off the glass. Unable to finish. Down to 4:10 in the third. Lucas on fire. Goes for another three. And all white shirts were open for the rebound. Here's Veloso. Trying to cut in is Chelsea Raphael. Good look for Mukaro. And it makes it 46-41. Mukaro drilling on her first three-pointer in the last 3 attempts. She has 10 points in 23 minutes. Lucas met by Raphael, who's able to swing it out. Now Veloso looks ahead. She's near the logo. Carla Kovan on the pick. Raphael and Lucas, one of the key matchups. Fake by Mukaro, in the circle, out of the paint, back in the line. And 3 in the key is called, which will give Angola the ball. Under 3 minutes here in the third quarter. Mozambique out of fouls to give. Angola down to 2. Lucas. Saved by Fernando. She's unable to get the second chance. Lucas wide open. Put her there. Do you think she's playing for a purpose? You best believe it. Angola up by 8, fighting for a trip to the AfroBasket. Mozambique doing all they can to come back as fast as they can, and Vilma Kovan able to get the jumper from the left side. Nice action down low, and the foul. First off, you have to admire the footwork. That's great footwork underneath. As Medikit able to hit the first. It is 50-43. Up the floor is Mukaro. Mukaro playing with 10 points. Half of those points have come from the line. Veloso passes it out and doesn't get the J. Screen and roll doesn't work out. And a rare turnover for Angola with Mozambique getting it back. Actually, they reversed the decision. Angola will have it with 7 seconds to play with. They're able to get it in. Lucas. And too much time. Mozambique bringing on the pressure around the perimeter. Final minute, third quarter. Here is Veloso. And Mukaro drills it from outside. A 4-point game. Talk about splitting the seams and going to the line just like that. An update in Zone 5 play. Egypt goes 2-0 after defeating Uganda 65-62. Tomorrow, more Group A action. Kenya versus Burundi, followed by Uganda and South Sudan. And Angelo Zaragadis, or Angelo Zarakis, my mistake, will have the call tomorrow, and I will be back for the third place game in the Zone 5 area on Saturday after this game. That's the next time I will bring you the action on the FIBA YouTube channel. In the meantime, these two teams playing for a spot in the AfroBasket just like that. Free throw missed, but another chance works out well as Angola is ahead by a couple of possessions. This time, Christina Medikit able to clean up. A difference of 4 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. With Angola's lead, that's the difference they need to make at the end of the game in order to move on. 2 on the shot clock. Fake, fire, Veloso, in and out. Heartbreak City as we are down to the final 1.5 seconds. Mozambique will have to catch and shoot. .5. Mukaro wide open and took too much time. So the score after 3 quarters, Angola 53, Mozambique 46. A spot at the AfroBasket is on the line, and we'll see who will take it when we continue. A huge fourth quarter coming your way. Angola has the lead, 53-46. If they win by 7 or more points, they play in the AfroBasket. If they win by less than that, or if Mozambique pulls off the comeback, they will head to the AfroBasket. It's out to Mukaro, corner 3, splish, splash, cash. Like she did yesterday, she's keeping Mozambique within distance. She has picked up 16 points, her 3rd triple of the game. Underneath, Fernando. Out to Lucas, no. Loose ball recovered. Lucas going for the wraparound. Fernando, out, shot, no. Put back, Mediquit. Mediquit has been the only response in deep for Angola. She has picked up her 13th point. Mukaro still looking. Spun around and retained. 3 to shoot. 2 dribbles, a pump fake, shot goes, and the foul. Unbelievable as Mediquit picks up her 4th. Nope, it looks like it's going to go to Peso. She has 3. And Veloso makes it a 3-point game yet again. This is huge. A huge situation for both Mozambique and Angola. The fourth quarter in Luanda. My, oh my, looked like Lucas slipped and hit the deck a little bit. She was able to get back up. Now it's Mukaro. Wide open look for Carla. No putback for Vilma. Veloso, the shot clock continues to run. Carla goes up and under. Unable to get the contact, and we play on. How about that speed? The layup doesn't go. All the way to the hole, Carla Cavan. And that is a timeout for Angola. We're back to a one-point game. 55-54. Angola will have the ball when we return.
Quarto homem, passe leva a bola, 2, 3, quinto homem, se tem para jogar, jogamos, se não passa a bola, muda a bola de lado, pá. Calma. Ei, bloqueios pela linha, pá, vamos na linha, como é que tu faltas para mim? Faltar 6 segundos, pá, deixamos para
This is the third time today we have seen Mozambique get on a scoring run of some sort to reduce Angola's double-digit lead to 1. Mozambique definitely making a case. They have been pestering Angola. They've been able to do that by going out to the corner for a wide-open shot. They have outscored them 8-2 in the early stages of this quarter. We'll see what Italy, Lucas, and Angola can do to thwart off a possible comeback and try to expand their lead to as much as they can, because the difference is important if they want to punch their ticket to the AfroBasket. Shot bounces off. Goes without saying, every possession counts the rest of the way. 7:19 to go as the mop man able to make his presence known, and he's been doing a terrific job. And every tournament that I have called that has emanated from Africa, he's been there, and I'm telling you, he is a terrific, terrific character. Angola back with possession as Lucas swings it inside. It's to the corner again. Nice decision to go inside, and it will head back to Mozambique. There was a time where Mozambique shot under 10%. That was at the start of the game. That has improved to just under 30% as they're shooting 82% at the line. Here is Mukaro. Bounces off the front. There was also a time where Mozambique scored more points at the free throw line than they did field goal wise. So far, they're 23 of 28 when they line up. Under 6:30 to go, still a 1-point Angola lead. Mukaro looking, spitting, fires, doesn't hit. Slapped back by Carla Kovan. A smart move to kick it out. Veloso asking for a screen. Veloso on the right side. Gets some ankles while she's at it. Retreats right outside. They're going to have to put it up, and they don't. That is the second time they used up all of the shot clock, but they may be heading to the free throw line. We'll see. And they will. They've had so many chances to either tie or take the lead. Now they will do it on this trip. Ingvil Mukaro was able to fling it up right on time. Sarah Catano on the foul. And if Mozambique does resort to using up a lot of the shot clock and then head to the lane, here's a foul situation for Angola. Caetano now has 4. A handful of players with 3, that is Fernando, Manuel, Peso, and Matiquit. We haven't seen Manuel since the second. The free throw is missed. Both of them, to be exact. They were shooting very well at the line, but it has cooled down quite a bit. Italy on the reverse. And there was no Mozambique player to meet her. The fadeaway doesn't go. So Kovan with the shot, and Carla just came right into the scene with all muscle, and then Lucas able to get Carla off the dribble. She went wide enough so she wasn't able to limit her. But yet Mozambique remains in the driver's seat. Lucas misses. Took a little bit of time to fall back down, but it did not go down the hatch. Fernando able to save it. Lucas near the logo. She's about 25 feet away. Here's the drive, and it's intercepted by Veloso. Under 5 to go. Angola up by 3. Kosa for the tie. Air ball. So many chances for Mozambique to get back into this one. And now we have a timeout. A 3-point game. Mozambique has only connected on 5 threes out of a possible 18. Angola 6 of 20 today. Will those stats become a factor? Find out after the break. Back in the play, 4:30 remaining, and what's going to be a huge sequence for both teams. Mozambique still trying to play spoiler for Angola. They must limit Angola to a difference of under 7 points should they lose, because that would still be a win-win situation for Mozambique. If Angola is able to win this game by more than 7, then off to the women's AfroBasket they go. The first free throw is good, as well as the second one. 5-point game. Angola is going to do all they can to pile up the points at this point. And Mozambique will have to play catch-up. And they have to do it strategically. In and out dribble from Chizan. Goes high on the dribble. Keeps it. Kosa, the three. That's off. And Angola has possession with 3:57 left. It is a full court pressure, and they sag off. Angola up by 5. Fernando. And we have a foul away from the ball, and it's going to go to Mozambique. An offensive foul can help open the door a bit for Mozambique. Italy Lucas going to the other end of the floor. She leads all scoring along with a double-double, 25 points, 10 boards. Her defensive prowess will definitely step in for the next 3:27. Chizan having a hard time going to the rack, flips one up, and with that, she's going to go to the line to put Angola over the limit. And these free throws are huge for Stefania Chizan. 5 boards, 4 points. 2-2 for the line. Again, Angelo Sorakis will have Zone 5 coverage tomorrow here on the FIBA YouTube channel. Both free throws are good for Chizan. Her 6th point as she continues to be flawless at the line. Underneath, spin, shot, no good. And here comes a huge stop for Silvia Veloso and Mozambique. Veloso. Good ball movement, down to 5 as Chizan hits the deck. Lucas all alone. She's trying to retreat it, but she had no choice but to throw it away. And now Veloso will have another chance. She was looking to drive in, but gives it to Chizan instead, who cuts into the left side, goes for the flip, doesn't hit it. Lucas ahead and lets the whole team get back into the front court. Mataquit playing hard-nosed offense underneath. I just want to double check something. We've seen So it's a personal foul on Annabella Causa for Mozambique. So we have a double foul, they offset. So Causa with the foul, Manuel with the foul as well. That's going to be huge. We haven't seen Manuel into the lineup for quite some time, and she has fouled out. The scoring in the fourth quarter, Mozambique 10, Angola 6. Stats-wise, Angola is now edging Mozambique on the boards 42-40. They have 16 assists to Mozambique's 10, but Mozambique has been picking up the pace defensively. They have 9 steals and have the least of turnovers with 15. Angola has 3 more. But Mozambique's speed may come into play. They have 14 fast break points. And you look at the offensive rebounds, they have that edge too, 19-16. A huge dose of factors that's going to come into play the next few minutes. Angola will have it from the side. Again, before the timeout, a double foul on Causa and Manuel. Manuel has fouled out, and Causa picked up her second. Causa scored 1 of Mozambique's 5 threes tonight. They have not fared well since. Down to 5 on the 24. Fernando slipping, sliding, doesn't get it. And on the rebound, Carla Covain. And Mozambique has to rush up the floor with 2 minutes to go. Veloso trying to go far side, and she does. Gets the extra pass. Jezan nearly throws it away. It is still Mozambique ball. Angola is going to have to pick it up defensively and score a few buckets if they want to keep their chances of going to the women's AfroBasket alive. Mozambique doing a good job keeping those chances slim for their opposition. And it's going to be in the hands of Ingvild Mukaro. 16 points and leads the team. She is now 6 of 8 from the line. Adding on to the 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 steals she has picked up. And Mukaro stopped right in the middle of the free throws just to make sure the mop man is able to finish his job. And Mukaro going 2 for 2 at the line, 59-58. Buckets need to come and come fast for Angola. A near steal. And Mukaro was right on the case. Angola needs 6 points to seal the deal. Lucas, one-legger, good! It's good! Italy, Lucas, shooting from everywhere. She is off to the line. When you factor in the degree of difficulty, she was smothered like gravy on Thanksgiving turkey. and she was able to get just enough arc, just enough airtime to put it in. It is a 3-point play, a 4-point game for Angola. But what matters the most for them is they need a 3. Mozambique could run out the shot clock if they can to deny Angola any chance. And that's what Mukaro's trying to do. She spins in the lane, jumper short. Another rebound. Second chance for Mozambique. Underneath, Kovan, no. Here is Fernando. And this is where the tempo will slow down and where Angola needs to do something. And who else to do it but Lucas? She is short, but Fernando puts it back up and in. A 6-point Angola lead with 30 seconds left in the game. So they need a huge stop right now to score one more. Actually, it was Sarah Catano who was able to get the offensive rebound and put it right in for 2. First off, you won't see a better shot in the women's AfroBasket qualifiers than Italy Lucas's one-legged flamingo jumper that resulted in a foul. And with those shots and Sarah Catano's putback, Angola is ahead by 6. Again, a huge opportunity for both teams. Mozambique can use up most of the shot clock on this possession. But if they get an offensive rebound after using up all the shot clock, that resets at the 14, and they can milk it for an extra 14 seconds. But the pressure is now on for Angola. They need a bucket. Barring a Mozambique bucket, because a trip to the AfroBasket is on the line. Mozambique, they were down by as much as 16 at one point. They gave up a 7-0 run to start the game, and they have yet to lead today. 31.1 to go. Full court pressure applied. And we'll see how much clock they use with Veloso running the offense. If they shoot it, the shot clock expires. They'll bring it down to 6 seconds. They pull away with an offensive rebound. That may do it. Mukaro outside the shot. A big one, no good. Down to 6 seconds. And it's ahead. Catano underneath. And they're fouled with 2.5 seconds to go. This may seal it. At the risk of making it a lighthearted moment, the best thing about free throws is that they're free. You got all the time in the world to make sure you do it right. Havongwin on the foul. And these 2 free throws are huge, as Fernando is hoping to be the savior for Angola as they hope to make plans to go to the AfroBasket. Fernando will shoot 2. This is not only for the game, but for a spot in the AfroBasket. Now Fernando really have to make this one. She does. 2.5 to go, and Mozambique will call their final timeout to try to get a bucket to play spoiler for Angola. Will they do it? Only time will tell. So Fernando, even though she missed the insurance free throw, was able to get the last one down. And 7 points was all they needed for the difference. Stefania Chizan is in for Havangwin. The scoring situation, Mukaro 18, Vilma Kovan with 10. Sylvia Veloso with 9. Any basket from Mozambique will do. So even though they're down by 7, they're still playing for the win per se. A bucket, barring any time left, will send Mozambique to the AfroBasket in what's going to be a huge upset here in the women's AfroBasket qualifiers. Italy Lucas for Angola has been on a tear in the second half. She has a total of 28 points, 11 rebounds off of 47% shooting. She has connected on 5 triples. So a spot in the AfroBasket comes down to this. And Stefania Chizan will play it in with 2.5 seconds remaining. Another discussion with the officials in the scores table. We've seen something similar to this near the end of the first half, where there was a foul at the horn, and they were trying to put 1 second back on the clock. But it looks like the officials and the scores table were just making sure they were all on the same page. The lead official talking to Angola head coach Paulo Macedo. And with 2.5 seconds to go, they're going to give the ball to Mozambique, who has to inbound it in the entire 92 feet. Talk about a Hail Mary that has to be thrown here. This is for the AfroBasket. Up and under. A fling. It is all over. Angola, after falling by 6 yesterday, was able to get enough points to punch their ticket to the AfroBasket. You're looking at the hero, the savior for Angola tonight. Italy Lucas, 28 points and 11 rebounds. Oh, baby. Doesn't get any closer than that, folks. A quick rundown of the top scorers. A huge sigh of relief and jubilation for Angola. On the other side of the bench for Mozambique, heartbreak and disappointment. Sarah Catano also had a double-double, 13 rebounds and 10 points. Mozambique, in a losing effort, had Ingvil Mukaro lead the way with 18 points. Vilma Kovan with 10. Angola came into this game with a lot of pressure on their shoulders. They responded to the pressure right away. And how about this for poetic justice, folks? I've said this time and time again. Angola needed to win by 7 or more to go to the AfroBasket. And the way they started the game, a 7-0 run. That might have been the difference. So again, your final. Angola, 65. Mozambique, 58. A big thank you for tuning in to the Zone 6 qualifying matches and the FIBA Women's AfroBasket qualifiers. And we hope you enjoy more of Zone 5 action tomorrow. The person on the call for those two games will be Angelo Zagorakis. I will talk to you guys in the third place game for the Zone 5 division on Saturday. There are plenty of good sports out there, so you be one too. Now for FIBA and the entire crew, this be Aaron Sanders saying so long and keep on watching FIBA on the FIBA YouTube channel. So long, everybody.